Welcome to the Chop Team. I'm your host, Seth the Dart Child.
I'm your host, twinsinc.
Our show is about two guys and any friends that happen to come over with a topic that we want to chop up.
This is our barbershop style podcast. We discuss it all. If the fellas at the shop will go in on it, we will. Let's chop it up.
Hey, welcome back. Today we do have two friends on the panel today. We're gonna go with
James
and Bo.
Okay, hey man. Now that you, because I told you I wanted to get this on tape. Go ahead and explain to me, what exactly does Bo mean?
Well, a buddy of mine, we used to always chop it up and talk a lot of mess, and when you have a lot of spirit in you, and you speak your mind, your opinion, it goes back to like slavery when the slave owner would be like, "Come here," and you'd be like, "No," and the master would say, "You got a lot of Bo in you, huh? I'm gonna whoop that out of you." And so anytime somebody tells me anything and I don't agree with, I speak up on it. And so, anytime we talk, we always say, "You got a lot of Bo, boy." So they just call me Bo.
Works for me. I just had to have that on tape, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we got it.
So what we talking about today?
All right, people. So, once again, happy Black History Month. I celebrate it. But you know what? Something has been, pinching my nerves, getting on my mind, or getting on my nerves, all that above. But the continued attack of the black man. Once again, the continued attack of the black man. So, people, ladies and gentlemen, and I really want to speak to our black people on this topic because for some reason, you guys don't see it. You're blinded to what's going on. And I say our people because we can only take care of us. Mm-hmm. They don't care about us, so I can't speak to them and ask them to do anything for us. We must first take care of home, what everybody should say. Take care of home. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about a few topics going on out there, what's going on, and we're just going to chop it up. So for me, I'm going to start it off because this has been getting my nerves for the longest.
Run it.
So this whole thing with Dwyane Wade and his son, right? Mm-hmm. Now, as all of us guys in here were fathers, right? Mm-hmm. And anybody know this? You never tell another man how to raise their kids. Point blank, period. Okay? Which I fully agree. I'm with that 100%, right? Fine. The problem that I have with Dwyane Wade is this. Whatever you have going on with your son or daughter or I don't know what to call it because we don't know. So, right. So, but my thing is this. That should be a situation handled indoors only. Mm-hmm. That should be something between you, your wife, and him, indoors, internal. That should not be in the public. Mm-hmm. Now, I understand that you're a public figure, and I'm saying sometimes you might be in the spotlight for things, but that's something like that you could control. Like, you know what? When I talk about my son, that's something we do in home. Next question, please. You can deny it all day. Mm-hmm. It's Black History Month. Now, we knew your son was gay, okay? We knew that. This is not new. Why would you wait until February, our month, black man, to bring up your situation with your son that you committed with him, you're possibly looking to, make him a full woman or snippet. I don't know the detail, but that is the main topic going on right now, right? And I pose this question out there. If Zion, or Zaire, whatever his name is, at the age of 12, if he can decide his sexuality at 12, then I say this, free R. Kelly. Simple as that. 12 years old. Free R. Kelly. Now, mind you, let's be clear. Let's set the tone here. Nobody in this room are saying that what R. Kelly is doing is right. We're not. We're not saying that at all.
I mean, he's guilty as hell.
It just contradicts that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But if a male of 12 years old can say, you know what, I want to be a woman, and everybody supporting this is an attack on the black man. We had the GQ with Pharrell and the other guy wearing the dress. We got that with them. GQ. No, wearing the dress is not GQ. It's not what I always thought of. So, I'm still on Dwayne for a little bit longer, real quick. So that should be handled indoors. Yep. But because you made it public, I'm speaking on it because you know what? I have a feel now. I have to speak on it. The reason why I speak on it because I'm a father. I have a son. Sorry. So I don't care how you feel, Dwade. I love you on the basketball court, but now off the court, I can't respect you for who you are because you are a black man yourself.
Yep.
So
you're setting a bad example.
Exactly. You're setting a bad example because believe it or not, Dwyane Wade, you're a role model. They love you in China. You're huge in China. You're big out there. And they love you here in the States. They love you in Miami. Congratulations. Salute to you for getting your jersey retired. You was a hell of a ball player. Now, let's pick on your parenting. I don't think it's the best because those things should be handled indoors. Now, you got our young men out there thinking that, you know what? If Dwyane Wade is approving his son to be, girl, sure, I could do that too. This is the era that we in. Mm-hmm. And I have a son. I got to speak to him. Now, I feel myself being kind of hard on my son sometimes because I don't want my son to fall in that category. So he be talking all like, no, boy, you speak up. Men speak up. Because the world is trained on you guys. No, son. Men, we speak up. You have to be strong. Mm-hmm. Woman, do you want a man or a woman man? If a guy come and pull, somebody's trying to jump on you, you want a woman come save you, you want a man come save you. Let's keep it real 100%. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm sorry.
You had to get that rant out.
Had to get that out because once again, it's bothering me. You're a role model, so everybody sees you. You're talking about it. You could have did this in March. You could have did this in January, or not did it at all. I feel that it's a constant attack on the black man, and it's our month as Black History Month that is being whitewashed with the foolishness. Like we don't care what you want to do with your son. That's cool. That's the right that you have. Don't put it in the media. Don't push the agenda to think other little boys can do the same thing you're doing because it doesn't work that way. And at 12 years old, I'll let that jump in. At 12 years old,
you own the horse.
Hey, listen. If you're saying at 12 years old, Zion can pick a decision as far as he can do, change his sex, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask you a question. At 12 years old, can you get a job? I'm sorry. At 12 years old, as a man or a woman, can you get a job?
Nah.
Can you buy a house?
Nah.
Well, of course, without a cosign. You know what I'm saying?
Can you even sit at home by yourself?
Technically, no.
No. You can't even be at home alone.
Hold on. Can you vote?
No.
Can you drive a license?
Nope. Not even a permit.
So at 12 years old, you can make this huge, big, massive decision in your life for going from being a man into a woman. And everyone is co-signing like, yeah, Dwyane Wade, I'm proud of you. You so strong. No, that's not being strong for a black man. First, honestly, I'll be hurt. I'll be hurt as a father that I felt somewhere, me personally, I'm speaking for Dwyane only, twinsinc only, that if my son for some reason wanted to be gay, I felt that I'd let my son down. I feel like I didn't do enough things to show him that me and his mother were loving each other. I'm kissing on her, grabbing on her. Like I must have failed somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's me personally. But to say at 12 years old, you give him that right that, you know what, you can do that. Listen, there's people who go in college right now changing degrees 3 or 4 times. There's people who graduate from college and don't even work their degree that they're paying for. So how can someone at 12 years old make it a huge life decision of going from a man to a woman? Because let's say he do get it cut off, there's no going back. You can change the outer of your body all day. You can, but it doesn't change the inner side of you. And at the end of the day, this comes down for me. It's like, where's the self-love? You don't love yourself as being a man. Do you be a woman?
We'll talk about that in week.
All right. I'm done. Someone tag you or someone else.
Yeah. All right. Who up next?
Well, I say this, as far as that go, just looking at it like from like a root cause, we got to understand that like the culture that we practice now, or that we've accepted now, is a culture that's been imposed upon us. You know what I'm saying? And so when it does come to things like this whole transgender and all of that, that's nothing that we put to the forefront. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, the majority of us were on the other side of that, like, that shit weird, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know what I mean? So you can't tell me that we've had this big change of heart like this in 10 years when we've been like, that's so my whole point in saying that is, this isn't a thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's kind of been It's being pushed down our throat. And if we to really get to the crux of it, I'm not trying to make everything racial, but we have to look back at the European. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's not racial if you're speaking facts.
Yeah, I mean, but you know how some people like,
I see it the way I see it through a racial lens, and I'll talk about that. So yeah, it's an agenda, and who pushes those agendas? Yeah. The media pushes that, and wait till I get my little spiel.
You know, it's a lot of. I would tell you this. I was thinking about what you were talking about them. A lot. I know I've heard 2 different comedians. And I'm sure it's been others, probably 3. I know I forgot about Paul Mooney. People I know I've heard Corey Holcomb say it. I've heard Jamie Foxx say it. They talk about how like out there in Hollywood is weird. You know what I'm saying? And they all I think all black male comedians have spoke on how that rite of passage, you being demasculized. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna put on a dress. You're gonna put on
some type of dress or do some gay shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's not popular opinion. You know, I think a lot of people like to go with what the popular opinion is, but you can't tell me all them lying. All of them, half of them don't even like each other, but they all saying the same thing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They all saying this thing that's going on out there in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Hollywood, even as an upcoming artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want this deal for $1 million? Mm-hmm. You got to go in this room with me and take a picture.
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's that, Birdman and Lil Wayne?
Yeah, kissing.
Yeah. Wait, everybody forgot. Y'all didn't forget that.
I
did
forget
y'all?
that. I forget. Hey, listen. I'm mad. I saw the picture. I can't erase it from my brain.
You know,
that hurt me seeing that, man.
Yeah,
I grew up on it.
Right. You see, they like, oh man.
And the worst part about it, I just want to say, I don't want to take your time, but you can tell that this kind of crazy blank shit broke Lil Wayne. Look at this dude now.
Yeah.
Something's broke in him that wasn't broke when he first started.
Went from being almost the greatest rapper alive, going to everybody's head and rapping on their beat to like falling off.
And I'll give it could be the drugs and the alcohol, but dude, this looks way more mental than just the physical abuse that's going to come from the drugs and alcohol. I know functional alcoholics. I know functional drug users. This dude ain't functional. Mm-hmm. Just saying. I'm sorry, I didn't want to take your time.
But yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. What for me? What kind of pushed it more for the community to come out be this song? I love Obama for being the only black president to make it, right? Because I used to go to school and see pictures of all presidents, and none of them were black. Yeah, he made it, but he did nothing for the black community. But for him to approve for gay marriages, that's when it hit the fan. My opinion.
I swear, I was just saying this at work the other day. Like after he passed that law, it seems like now it's just that thing just blossomed.
It's wide open.
Yeah, but I just think if we are men and fathers, we're gonna have to evaluate this culture that's being pushed upon us and evaluate how deep it is. Just our values are rooted in Eurocentrism. It's not easy to look at, and it's going to take some self-reflecting and some evaluation, but we have to start there. I feel like if we really going to address it, and if we really love our children like we say we do, then it's worth it.
It is 100% worth it.
Yeah. So that's all I had on. Today.
All right, Bo, you want to run it?
Well, I'm just going to talk about, I feel like your prime responsibility of being a father is to protect your kids.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. And by Dwyane Wade putting his kid out there like that, he ain't protecting them.
Facts.
Like you guys said, he should have kept it in house. Now the kid's going to be dissected forever.
Oh yeah.
And I know Dwayne is retired and all that stuff is going to be out of the spotlight. I think he didn't want to be out of the spotlight, so he's using his kids to keep the shine on. But at what price?
Right.
You're not only messing up your personal family heritage, but you're also messing up the community, because now we got to explain to our kids about this stuff that you're doing, and it's going to be a chain reaction. And
I don't think it's fair that I even got to have that conversation with my kid. This wasn't supposed to enter into my kid's life.
Absolutely.
Also, to even add to that, think about Dwyane Wade's oldest son who played ball, right?
Yeah.
That's his little brother or sister or whatever. I'm sorry. I mean, but now he has to. He gonna love his brother, right? Regardless, right?
Yeah.
But now he's going to have to be part of that world that we don't know if he really want to be part of that. Mm-mm. But now he's forced into it now because that's my brother. My dad's forcing it. My mom, I mean, well, not my mom, but Gabriel Union, because Gabriel's not his mom, but Dwyane Wade and Gabriel Union, they're promoting it.
Man, she obviously signed off on everything. She gets no passes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, but I'm saying that he has to conform to that. You know what I'm saying, like that, because that's his brother, and you don't know what he got to go through. Thinking about that, like, dang, my brother, and and mind you, boys are boys. I don't care how much money you got. Once you start hanging with the fellas and y'all start going capping or going at each other's head, my brother ain't gay. So now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, boys ready to fight now.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how much money. Because once you get in a room with a bunch of fellas, we all talk stuff. I don't care who it is. And sometimes you start going on somebody, smoke cut deep. Well, at least my brother ain't no sissy. You know what I'm saying? Now he ready to fight now.
Oh yeah.
Because that's all put in the spotlight. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know that eras has changed. So, for example, Magic Johnson's son, right?
Oh, yeah.
His son was gay, right? Now, mind you, that was in-house. Also, Magic even said that it was tough for him to even swallow that pill and know that that was his son, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing is that we didn't really hear much about it until he became an adult. Because at that point, once you're an adult, it's like, okay, I can only do but so much at this point now. You're a grown man. You made your own decision. I know times have changed, but they should take that same approach. Keep it in-house. And at 18 years old, I felt, you know what? Let me go back. I just felt that Dwyane gave up on his son. As a man, it's like, son, okay, I understand you may feel this type of way. Let's wait until you get a little bit older. Let's wait till you get 16, 18 to see if this really what you want to do, right? Because mind you, he doesn't have any money. What 12-year-old got $100 million? No, that's his dad's money. Okay, let's be clear. That's his dad's money, not his money. But hold on, before you jump in. So at 18, at that point, if he decide he wouldn't do X, Y, Z, okay, I tried my point. I tried to not force, but I tried to expose you to everything, let you live life to see if this what you want to go. Okay, son, here's the money. Whatever makes you happy. I'm still going to love you, but there we go.
Well, I see, when it comes to that, I disagree with you a little bit.
That's fine.
Because I look at Will and Jada kids, right? It's something about money that distances you from whatever, you know what I meant to say, from reality. Because I look at Willow and Jaden. These kids are not raised in any way I feel like was reasonable. You know, I don't want to bring them in, but Jaden is broke. Willow is not, but they son Trey, whose mama lived down the street and he didn't live in the house with them. She lived down the street. Trey seemed to be normal, right?
Yeah.
So what about living with that kind of wealth access gave you the mentality that you ain't got to follow the normal rules, not just of society, but I mean, damn biology. You know what I'm saying? And so this is my problem. This is one of my problems. One of my gears to grind is how come the wealthy liberals have the weirdest stuff going on in their lives? And because they're wealthy and are in the media, it gets shoved down our throat. Example, Lawrence Fishburne daughter. Didn't she turn into a sex worker?
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg daughter. I just seen an article about this the other day. Isn't she trying to get into porn?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Just because they're famous, those personal issues you got going on in your house, why the hell are they being blasted into my life on such a regular basis? And why does your money make you think that this
is okay? Aberrant.
I'm gonna call it aberrant.
Okay.
Lifestyle choices that you choose for your life and your kids become something I now have to digest with my children.
Well, with all these reality shows like the Kardashians, I mean, people love the circus life. You know, it's money. You know,
But we all realize that it's a circus. You go to the circus, you enjoy the circus for a minute,
go home.
But it's like I legally, honestly, this might get pulled off of YouTube when we put this video up because we speaking out against something we see. Honestly, I mean, they censoring everything. And that's the point, though. I was going to hold off on my little rant, but this double standard that we living with is getting on my blanking nerves. So Dwyane Wade can talk about his son's sexuality, and it doesn't sit well with me. And we all think that Dwyane Wade failed in his job as a man. I'm assuming, right? Just a census. He failed in your manhood role as a father, right there. But you being celebrated. But didn't T.I. get roasted for trying to just make sure his daughter stayed a virgin?
Preach it.
Did he not get roasted all over the media?
Red table and all.
Just for trying to be a good father to his daughter in the way he thought was appropriate. But you seriously thinking about having a sex change operation on your kid and you getting support from every damn angle. Where's this double standard come from? Who is benefiting from this double standard? Who's pushing it? Because it's too damn obvious for you to be like, well, it's different. That was a girl. Is that does anybody disagree with that? Am I crazy?
No, I agree with that.
You on point, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it just really goes back. I think a lot of this has to do with they are in a position of power and they understand how to wield power. Not only even just through entertainment, but they have politicians now. Like they elected that gay lady or the lesbian, whatever she is. I can't remember what.
We got to feel uncomfortable saying that what they are.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I'm gonna say some words. I hope we don't get dinged. I'm gonna say faggot. I'm gonna say sissy.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm just gonna say because I grew up on those words. I haven't been able to say the word faggot out loud in like 2 decades. I'm not supporting it. I'm just saying that this isn't a slow change. I mean, this isn't just recent. Some words just fell out of usage. And how is it that you can still say nigga but you can't say faggot?
No. They say nigger now.
Oh, I'm sorry. They actually saying they full ER.
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
going.
No, I was just saying. I think that they just understand how to maintain leverage. You know, if y'all, going back to what you said earlier, Dwayne, if you remember on the campaign trail, on Obama's campaign trail back in 07, 06, Hillary pressed him. She said, well, where do you stand on gay marriage? He said, I believe marriage is the union between a man and a woman. He said that out his mouth. He made no apologies about it. He didn't backtrack. Then 5 years later, he's passing this gay law. But the gays didn't get upset. They didn't get all up in arms and, they're like, yeah, all right, nigga. You got in there. Look, not only did he say that, they still put money behind him because they knew, you bought and paid for.
Right.
And when he got up there, he said all of that. But he pushed that through. So my whole point is that they are in these positions now where they can push it down your throat. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't buy into this whole thing of we just had this big epiphany and this big change of heart and we become more tolerant. They are in position where they can use their propaganda just like how the Jews do, just like how other powerful groups do. They pushing their propaganda, and us being in a powerless state, all that we can do is commentate and accept it or be ridiculed and outcast. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I mean, man. And like going back to the T.I. thing, T.I. was hung.
Yeah.
They hung
they
T.I.
eviscerated this
They
dude.
actually wanted him to make an apology.
Dwayne, I hope I'm not jumping the gun. But that showed you the real agenda against black heterosexual family men.
Facts.
Like, that man said what no black man wants to think about his daughter effing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
If you could hold that girl's hand to
not just black men, men. I don't want my daughter. Period.
You don't want her
Right.
of course, he don't want her belonging to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want that's daddy's baby. And if you can walk her into 35 and pick out, you probably would. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that. But I'm saying though,
I know.
everybody knows what the basis of what T.I. was saying.
Yeah, we meant by that. Yeah.
And so they hung that man. But then you got Dwade, who I don't even think this is all Dwade though. I really don't think that's all Dwade initiating that. I think he's inertiated into it. And so I don't know, man. I got my own questions about Dwade. But I think his wife got a lot to do with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think them being they celebrities.
Yeah,
They're celebrity couple.
High
profile celebrity couple. Hollywood has their hands on them, and they know, hey, this will help our claim. You know what I'm saying? To have them on board.
Yep.
I don't think any responsible parent would put their child in the limelight like that. But
Right.
Dwade and Gabrielle Union are so fit. So
exactly.
Go ahead. I just think it's
You know what? And I'm kind of changing the topic, but I'm still on the same topic. I saw a video, right? And it all boils down to men raising women, right? I mean, women raising men, right? Mm-hmm. There's a video of a little white boy who's being bullied, right? Okay.
The little dwarf kid.
The little short kid, okay. Dwarf, whatever.
Yeah.
I have friends who are midgets, or not midgets, but very short.
Wow,
everybody else.
You can't say that, man. Little people, man.
Listen, man.
Little people.
Whatever. They say the N word with no problem. But anyway. So long story short, he's being bullied, right? Mm-hmm. Now, of course, I've been bullied at one point in my life.
Absolutely.
I'm still here, but I wasn't thinking about I want to die. So the little boy's being bullied. He say he want to die, right? What the mother does, she records the video of the little boy crying, saying that he's being bullied. He don't want to live no more.
He want to kill himself.
He want to kill himself. X, Y, Z.
Kill me.
Right. So here's a problem that I have. So when I look at that video, I stopped it. First thing I said was, I'm gonna be honest with you. First off, I didn't care. Know why? Because black people, we have been bullied for 400 years. Mm-hmm. 400 years. Now I do care a little bit, but not to like, oh no, 400 years. Black people have been bullied 400 years. Let that marinate for a minute. 365 days in a year. Times that by 400 years. Or 399. Add on to that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So secondly, the other problem that I have is that why would she record the video and upload it online? Now, she recorded the video and played it back to her husband, but I don't believe she has one. Or her boyfriend. I don't think she has one. Because at the end of the day, if my son was being bullied, right, and my wife recorded it, and then she uploaded it, I'm going to be furious with my wife. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because, don't forget that thought. The reason why I say because that video is now online. What's online stays online. Mm-hmm. So even when the boy gets past this certain part in his life, he's still going to be that little kid. Oh, that little kid was crying because he's a dwarf, right? He's not growing any bigger. So he's still growing.
He's still going to be a little kid.
I'm just saying, but even when he get bigger, he's
my God.
But listen. Even when he gets older, he's still not going to be big as everyone else. Mm-hmm. So he's still going to be that kid people still going to pick on. Yeah. He might get lucky and get a movie deal. Kudos to him. But the point, it's not about him. It's about the mom and the situation. She handled that. That was a bad way to handle it. You shouldn't record it. You shouldn't upload it because now that video is always there. Kids going to see that. And I told you how tough mean kids are. They're going to bring that up on them. That's why I wasn't crying on TV. There's a little kid being picked on. So if the father was around, first off, the little boy should have been talking to his dad. Because the first thing as a father, what we're going to do is like, listen, boy, you want to punch some person in the mouth? You know, you're going to make them tough. You're going to teach them to be strong. But the problem is there's no man in that picture. There had to be no man in the picture. Because no real man's going to let that happen. Let that video be promoted online. Why would you do that? I don't care what you're trying to convey. You're trying to get the sentimental, oh, my baby this, maybe that. I don't care about the whole GoFundMe thing. I don't care about none of that. The point is that even though he went to Disney, that video's still there, him crying. That's not going nowhere. Just like the Kim Kardashian and Ray J video still out there, that video's still there. At the end of the day, when little Kanye West or Northeast, Southeast kids, when they get in an argument, they're like, at least my dad wasn't effing somebody on a porn channel. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, you got to answer for
it's
that.
Not going anywhere. So my point is, that was a horrible thing that she did, was recording that video and uploading it online. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I seen the video, and before...
Wait. The Ray J video?
Really?
I just want to verify because you smiled when you started talking.
You need Jesus. It's Sunday, man. Go to church. But so she made a disclaimer before she made the video. She said, "I know me sharing this video is personal and it's real harsh, but I feel it's something I need to do. This is the results of my son being bullied for a long period of time." And then she put the camera on him because she's desperate. She needs help. This ain't the first time this has happened. You can teach that kid to fight, but he has a disability. He has short arms. His balance is funny. He's not fast. They're gonna beat him up. No,
I'm with you.
So even though it's rough, she's getting results because I've heard now she's got some with Disney where the kid went to Disney. I'm a big UFC fan, so this guy in Singapore gave the whole family a whole expense-paid trip to Singapore.
But that's all cool, though, but that doesn't change the situation of still being bullied.
Counseling. He's also made a lot of friends and encouragement. All this is coming apart. I mean, this is something
I think
she
it's good,
couldn't
though.
handle on her own. I think with it being out there, you know, it shows the results of bullying, man. Because this is mean.
No, I agree.
I can have a kid. I don't care, black, white, Indian, Mexican. He can be a midget and being bullied like that. And I would be in the same state. What, you want me to go over there and whoop a little kid's ass and go to jail? No, I mean, the community needs help with this, man.
I agree. And all the things are great. The problem is he's been bullied for a long time. That's the problem. Long time. It wasn't like it's the first time bullying.
Yeah.
This one going ongoing. So what happened? It's been going ongoing. So what happened to kill stuff before then? You get what I'm saying? Because you letting it build up. Oh, it's been going on. Nah. The first day my child, somebody said, listen, I almost went to school recently.
Yeah.
Because my daughter said to me, actually, I didn't find out. I was in the parent-teaching conference meeting, right? Wife, teacher, me just talking, and we was going over stuff and other stuff. And the lady said, oh, yeah, the kids keep messing with your daughter, putting trash in the daughter. Huh? I zoned out for a minute. I stopped like, what? Had to compose myself. I said, okay, let me calm down, Dwayne. Let me not go off. Because I put enough pressure on my kids every day to go to school to listen, learn, lead, and behave. I tell you every morning. I take them to school every day. I tell them the same thing. Listen, learn, lead, behave. So when they go to school, I don't expect them to get bullied or picked on. And if they do, I'm going to step in. First, I'm not going to test the kid. First, you need to handle that. Call the parent. If not, I'm going to see the parent. Or I'll sue the school. How you want to handle this? Because I put too much pressure on my kid, a black kid, to be bullied. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting shit escalate to later on my kid hanging themselves, killing themselves because no one. No. As a parent, it's my job to protect.
That's right.
So the first time I hear something, I nip in the bud then. And I'll keep escalating to where I need to go to. So the fact that she took that long to do that, I don't give her a piece of that. And then she recorded, I don't give her a pass for that. And like I said, and it's cool that she got all the support, counseling. I love all that. That's cool. Once again, 400 years of bullying, I don't see nothing.
Yeah. What is it? How many acres in a mule? 50 acres in a mule?
Nothing. And yeah, so we talk about that. We ain't getting reparation, but Chinese get reparation, Jews get reparations. So we ain't getting nothing. But 400 years. Let's be clear. We've been enslaved and beat down for 400 years. Let that marinate. But no, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, it was. I mean, it benefit long, but the point is that as a woman, that's not the way you should move things. You ain't got no uncles, no brothers, no cousins, nobody, no other man that can help. No, I'm saying he probably can't fight.
Yeah.
No one could have went to the school and talked to the teachers, the counselors, whatever. Yeah. Like, I'd have blew the whole shit out to call the news, all that.
Well, so go ahead. Let me just jump on. I just want to ask, because this is me being a logical jerk, I suppose. But what's the long-term ramifications of this particular situation? So should every kid bullied get a free trip to Disney World? Because my son's is getting bullied tomorrow. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that she videotaped it and she created a societal response, which is, once again, unfortunately, based on social media and the way everything goes viral, instantly. Now, her net worth increased right now. Wasn't there a $200,000 GoFundMe yesterday?
Yeah.
So because your son got bullied, your net worth has increased by $200,000 in about a week. Should I expect that for every kid?
It ain't gonna happen.
Then why? Then is it fair? Oh, he's bullied. I apologize for him being handicapped. My son is autistic, so you don't get that from me. I'm just saying, what's the overall outcome? Because people with legitimate grievances, I'm saying people of my complexion, we've been talking about, we want our money for 400 years of slavery. That ain't saying we're going to get it, but you triggering a societal response that is only going to be specific to you. Because I don't see twinsinc daughter getting a trip to Disney World and that. I don't think Gabrielle Union called and said, I want to adopt your daughter for the weekend.
Oh, no.
Because
that ain't gonna happen anyway.
because of that situation. So I'm not offering a solution, but putting his face online so that his embarrassment will be available for the rest of his life because it's online. Why? What was her actual outcome and benefit?
It shines a light on the situation, bullying.
So how come we don't ever seem to get a light shine on our situation?
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad. Y'all having a good talk. I ain't even.
No, go ahead.
Like, I think like you talking about the solution or like what do we go? What do we do? I think this right here, like this space that we in.
Oh yeah,
black men having a talk about these issues from my perspective.
Okay.
We're gonna have to invest more in this. I was thinking about what y'all talking about the bullying. I'm in the city of Atlanta, so I'm seeing different schools. A lot of these schools, it's not even just city of Atlanta, it's Cobb County. A lot of them, you'll see them around a lot of the schools. You'll see these anti-bullying banners, okay? Look at the bottom of those banners to see who sponsors it. It shows us the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League.
Isn't that the Jewish people?
Jews.
Okay.
It's the Jews. So, again, here we are with a situation where they are controlling the propaganda and they putting it out there. They making you, they creating almost a sensitivity for bullying. You see what I'm saying? Not saying bullying's, you shouldn't be sensitive to it, but I'm saying they dictating that. If you go on YouTube right now, you'll see ads from the Anti-Defamation League about bullying. They're not even saying Jew. They're just saying bullying. They trying to not normalize, they are inducing a hypersensitivity in our people. So why does this she was white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this white lady putting up videos of her son getting because it's a market for that now. You know what I'm saying? It's a market for it. Like to quote Dr. Amos Wilson, he was saying, if you really want to understand a problem, first, look at who benefits from the problem. Who's benefiting from this bully talk and, all these different things, going at the Dwade, and who's benefiting from this? Who's benefiting from these topics? You know what I'm saying? So,
indeed.
Yeah, I noticed that not too long ago, and then just to hear y'all, here we are today talking about bullying, coincidentally, I'm like, the Jews have done it again.
You know what? I love you went right there. Hey, let me get on the soapbox. I'm going to say for 1 second about that, what you just said. I'm not saying bullying is good in any form or fashion, but when we were kids, we fought. We played as boys. This is emasculated. But when we were boys, we fought. You might have got bullied. I know I got into a number of fights. I did not win every one of them, but we got into fights. But now, my son got into a fight at school. Dummy videotaped it and got suspended for 3 days. I have no idea what to say about that. But
he videotaped it. Did he get boxing deal or anything?
One of his friends.
I'm just saying, but did he get boxing deal?
He won. I was so proud of him. I was like, boy. But way to go. I mean, don't you do that no more? But way to go.
But he didn't get tripped, didn't he?
No, he didn't get it.
Did he get boxing deal?
But he wasn't bullied. It was about. Let me say this. Facts. These dummies set up a fight club at school
in the bathroom, right?
And videotaping the fights. And one of the kids sent the video to the school Instagram page.
Oh wow!
And so they suspended all the kids
in the video. Hold on, I see you.
Yeah. But on the other hand, he did win. This is the only one I saw. He won anyway.
You still got the video?
I don't. I saw it, but it was on my ex-wife's phone.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm just saying that think about when you think about your kids are not taught to fault. Violence is done. Your kids don't get to be boys. It's all about boys because this doesn't really affect girls. It may be a little bullying, but mostly this is boys on boys. You know what I'm saying? And these boys are less and less and less and less manly based on societal rules all the time. Just a few days, and so when you get to a point where you have to fight, you immediately back down, which is all cool and well until you have a war, in which case you need men to step up, and there ain't gonna be none. But no, I'm gonna call this out. I don't know. I didn't even read the article. I just skipped it. But didn't Snoop Dogg grab his nuts and go off on Gayle King? He called her a horse-faced dog.
Dog-head bitch.
Something.
Quote, huh? You know that one, huh?
What happened a few days ago?
He apologized.
What could have possibly made you back down from that position?
Money.
What
He got a tap on the shoulder.
You already rich. You are already rich. If you never make another dime in your life, you will die rich. So what else made him bow down like that? And that's what we see. You don't say what you want to say because you're gonna bend the knee and apologize. But what could have possibly triggered somebody to call her a dog-headed bitch, and then turn around and apologize a few days later?
Because he meant it.
Oh yeah, he meant it.
Once again,
he spoke for everybody in the world who couldn't speak.
Yeah.
But does that make you feel like you should stand up and say something? He was right, in my opinion. Regardless, you said what you said. Stand by it. If you don't make no more money, you ain't got to. Something caused him to bend the knee, so that all the other people be like, I guess I shouldn't call nobody a dog-headed bitch. I guess.
I think
that fight is gone. But how did that fight get pulled out?
I think the reason why he might have offered an apology, because I think he said we're gonna come see you, which implies a threat. Yeah. So I think if he didn't say we're gonna come see you, it'd been fine. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. Like, he's saying, don't say you're gonna come see you, because if something happened, I'm like, well, Snoop did say he's gonna come see her.
That other lady said something about that. She was like you threatening her, and then we'll come see you. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Like, go see her, we'll go see. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I think that was the only part. But still.
You could have still apologized, like, oh man, I was just joking. Ain't nobody coming to see you. I mean, come see you on social media and stuff. But now he bent the knee, bruh. For all intents and purposes, Snoop gave up his
balls.
Yeah, okay, see? You see how I just threw that in? Y'all just saw where I was going? He just gave that up. He sacrificed that. It's gone. Yeah. But you did that in front of millions of people.
Right. Once again, that's making the black man soft again.
So Snoop never had to put on a dress. He never had to kiss a man. He never had to do like Will Smith, a homosexual scene in a movie. And yet you still gave up your balls.
He bowed down.
To Hollywood, to the media, whatever you want to call it. It's everywhere, bro. It's pervasive and it's constant and it does not stop. That's all I got.
Well, I think, but you think about it, like, Snoop made a lot of money off of
he Death Row, No Limit, movie, commercials,
misogyny,
TV shows,
weed.
Drugs. Like, two of his biggest songs are "Bitches Ain't Shit but Hoes a Trick," and what's the other one? Ain't No Fun.
Ain't no fun.
Rolling down the street, smoking
gin and juice.
But you're right.
I think it's just, well, to me, when I saw in all of that, I think it was really about the threatening part. I think it had to do with that threat.
Yeah, I think
but he didn't. In essence, though, are you really in a position where you gotta apologize? No, but I think this too. I was thinking about this while you were talking. Mm-hmm. He does have this show with Martha Stewart.
Yep.
So?
And that white woman brings in he rich, but boy, she make it comfortable for him. She put a lot in that pocket, and I'm just saying, like, I think that really shows the character of a lot of our celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Snoop like being comfortable like that right now.
I just want one question.
Big shout out to 50 Cent.
For every man sitting in
because
here.
he ain't comfortable. He go in.
What dollar amount do you think, real talk, just like Snoop, do you need in the bank for you to be like, F this, I ain't apologizing for shit. I can walk away and be happy. What dollar amount would that be for you?
Mine would be, I see like wealth that is for, I tie that up like with, I guess, like land. So like, it'd be like, what could they take away? Mm-hmm. What would I stand to lose? That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's something that we don't know that Snoop really stands to lose. We don't know his financial predicament either.
Oh, he good.
Well, I keep throwing that out.
I be thinking that, but I don't know.
Well, I keep throwing that out because...
Listen, once you in that element, they know stuff.
How about this? Oprah done tore down every black man she could get her hands on, but she's a billionaire. Gayle King, I don't know how much money Gayle King got, but that's Oprah girlfriend, so she's a billionaire.
Yeah, best friend on there, so I'm good too.
See, she made her bones tearing down black men though. Like, I mean, she's always had. Yeah. Has she ever been like on the other end of the spectrum?
Mm. That's what I mean. But that's the point. It's like, at what point do you? Even if you chasing that bag,
I'll give you an example.
run it. Let's hear it.
When Oprah opened up that school in Africa, they tore her black ass down. They were tearing her down for that. I remember Bill O'Reilly went on a rant for like 10 minutes off of that. And I was thinking, like, why would that upset them so much? So it's like whenever she does anything that's remotely close to helping black people, she comes under scrutiny. That, and when she said the thing about the beef and the milk or something like that.
I remember that about
Like,
a decade ago.
But I'm saying, like, she will, like, it is certain things that bring her back or make her double back. You know what I mean? I know that meat thing did.
Well, yeah, but still, once again, it's just, at what point do you have enough? Do you like, I'm rich, my kids will be rich. I'm not bending the knee. I'm not apologizing for being black. What's your number?
I have my standards and my own morals. I don't need nobody's damn money to buy me.
That's
you know
all. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
I ain't saying it's right, but
I mean, I'll find a way to survive. You know, money doesn't equal, my peace of mind, my happiness, my legacy. It doesn't define that. So, you can have that. And I was telling you earlier, money is like, while in finance, that's the new slavery, everybody wants to be well-to-do, but at what cost? So I don't really, I don't say, if I have this money, I'm going to be happy. I look at what I enjoy in life, and that's what make me happy. I don't really equal it to money.
Fair enough.
Principle.
That's it.
I mean, because you think about this, right? So, why does, Snoop had to take a knee, double back, and say what he said, right? Mm-hmm. Forget him even doing that. Why he did it in the first place? Why did Gail feel that it was okay to speak on the dead? You know what I'm saying? In a negative way, okay? Because she brought up a case that wasn't even a real case, right? About somebody who just passed away. It wasn't even 2 weeks. The belly wasn't even cold. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks. And that's the first thing that you can bring up on Kobe's legacy is that situation that happened a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But meanwhile, your best friend, Harvey Weinstein, you have not had one interview with him regarding XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem. Why? What's the constant attack on the black man? Why?
I would have loved to see something on Jeffrey Epstein. Something. I mean,
hold on. Is that the guy who broke his own neck in jail?
That is that dude. He broke his own
neck.
Yeah.
Under what's that watch? Under Suicide Watch. Yeah. Wow. Mm-hmm. So under Suicide Watch, you supposed to be watched all times. You break your neck.
That's why I think it's some stuff we really just don't know. Like, I think we on the outside looking in, but I think when they ready for you to bend that knee,
you gonna bend it.
They got you.
Listen, the only person out there I feel doesn't go by that term is your boy 50 Cent, because he been chopping up Gail, chopping up Oprah, and and 50's you know what, 50's a real life bully though. So I give big shout out to him.
You know what the problem gonna be for me is eventually when he do bend it, it's gonna be awful.
Hopefully he never to bend it.
50 real hot right, like 50's he white hot right now as far as the show. So like I look at him and Snoop is different. Like they in two different lanes right now. Like Snoop, he got some things going, but like 50 is in a white hot space.
Yeah,
and I don't think he answers to the same people Snoop does.
He don't. Well, he don't, because he goes in and I love him. Like I feel like, man, he's a funny dude, but he keeps it real though.
But when the day comes for 50 to take it, it is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be something serious.
We've been holding this up for years, bro.
What happened, Fofty?
You gonna have to do a homosexual role.
Man,
you gonna have to come out the closet. It was a young buck. You a young buck been having sex since the 90s.
Wow.
No, that ain't happened. 50. Please don't go in on me. I'm just saying.
Right, man. You trying to get me banned?
Hypothetical.
You trying to get the Chop team banned? Are you?
I just don't want no smoke from 50.
Right.
I'm playing, joking, making this shit up.
No, please don't tag 50, please.
Yeah, don't tag him.
But then they try to break 50 down before. They said he was bankrupt. They said he lost all the money, vitamin water.
Yeah.
They said he squandered a lot of money, a lot of bad bets, a lot of bad investments, and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was weak minor stuff. That wasn't nothing character building, nothing where you had to turn around and be yes ma'am, yes sir, because he doing what he want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he may not be the best role model out there, but when you look at a strong black man, he's up there.
And you know, 50 got he got these shows about to come out and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, they can't afford for 50's image to be in question
Tarnished.
right now. Like, they need him left alone.
Yeah, because he's making money. Power is great on Stars.
Yeah.
ABC, number one show on ABC now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I'm
He
just
made prime time. That's a big
I'm just
deal.
gonna throw Bill Cosby name on it.
Oh, wow.
Bill Cosby got away with pretty much supposedly rape for 40 plus years.
Yep, you're right.
But right when you was at the end of your life, like, nah, you gonna spend the rest of that in jail.
Yeah.
Is that what we looking at? 50?
No.
50 gonna be like 90 years old. Talking about, remember what you did in 1986?
Got him.
Oh Lord. So anyway,
I'm just playing 50. I swear to God, but this isn't good humor. I hope.
Yeah. I don't want to be on his bad side. I want to be on his good side.
Exactly.
All right, so
We're done.
you done? No one else, nothing else? Any gripes of the being attacked that we getting?
I think we chopped this up pretty good right now.
I think we did. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you see a brother, smile at him. Let him know it's going to be okay. You understand. That's all I'm asking. We out.
Peace.
Peace.